coming up, we have the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and the Methodist Church right at the junction of this road. So can you see how these places of worship are within close proximity?